It's time for the Greg Hollinden Show. Learn each week what's going on in Tell City Marksman basketball. Brought to you by the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Millie Brosper Communications.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
It's time for the Trent Benningfield Show. Find out what is going on inside Tell City Baseball straight from the coach. Exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome to this Greg Hollinden Show. Last week, Coach, you played in the sectional at Tell City. You took on Forest Park. Why don't you recap that game for us?
Yeah, so hosted the sectional again last year. We hosted for the first time, the boys. So we were happy to host it again. We ended up getting the bye on that Tuesday, so we played Forest Park on Friday in the semifinal. And we saw some good things, some bad things. It was really indicative of the whole season. What we saw on Friday and what we've seen all year is, our offense slowly came around. We like the style that we're playing. We feel it's a little bit more free. The kids are hitting shots and getting more open shots, playing a little bit more free. So we were happy to get up in the mid-40s against a really good team like that. But the defense is our struggle. We've hammered that home with the kids all year. Sometimes I feel like they don't believe me and they continue to do it, but I think they understand it now. Definitely as we come to a close season, you just can't give up 70 points. You just can't do it. You're never going to win a game doing that unless we're magically going to score 100 points. So we saw some things that we've seen all year. On defense, rotations, we ran more of a zone and kind of committed to that on that game. And, our rotations are just slow. We know we need to work on it. We know that's what we got to focus in on here in the month of June and as we approach to November next year. So, we saw some positive offensively. Obviously, Byron had a good game with 24 points, but it's still that defense that we're looking to improve on and that we've got to really hang our hat on. So, obviously, we didn't want to lose. It does ease the pain a little bit that we lost to the sectional champ. They strung 3 really great games together, and to win a sectional coming in 6-17, that shows everybody like us, us, Perry, Crawford, Posey, everybody in that sectional that you can do it. It doesn't matter. It's a whole new season when you start that sectional, and that's what Forest Park kind of proved to everybody there that they hit the restart button on Tuesday and were able to take it home.
And, you guys finished 1-23 on the season, but, with a very youthful team, it was a learning experience, and I don't expect 1-23 season next year.
No, absolutely. We have an expectation already set for next year, and they know it. They know exactly the goals that they have to achieve, not only as we approach the season, but also, in June when we get together, when we're working out in the fall, if they're not doing a fall sport, what their expectations are for their fall sport and where we need to get as a program. So the expectation's set. It's obviously going to be more than 1-1, I'll tell you that much. But we expect big steps, not little ones, and we feel confident we're going to make them.
And you're listening to the Greg Hollinden Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Millie Brosper Communications. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
It's time for the Trent Benningfield Show. Find out what is going on inside Tell City Baseball straight from the coach. Exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and...
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
And welcome back to the Great Hollinden Show. And Coach, you only had one senior this year, Riley McIntosh. What's a way to describe Riley McIntosh?
Resilient, I would say. He's had quite a high school career. He started here with us. He moved schools. He came back last year, and joined a team where he was going to be the only senior, and there's only one junior as well. So in terms of that, leadership qualities, we didn't have much to turn in besides him. And he did a great job just showing that resiliency to our kids that, no matter what the season is, obviously if you would have asked him as a freshman, hey, your senior year, you're going to win one game, I'm sure that wouldn't have set well with anybody. And, he knew the situation coming in with us and the experience and where we were at as a team. And he took it in stride. He didn't run from that challenge to be there. And, I think that showed a lot of high character for him. He's a really smart kid. He's going to do great things in college. And so how resilient he is something that I look up to him for, and how he was able to just battle all year through adversity, through everything, and finish out the season. He had a really good end of the year, I thought. Last 3 games he played really well. So hopefully the kids can see that, take a lesson from that you got a role to play on our team, and it may not be the role you want, it may not be the one that you signed up for years ago, but it's the one that we need, and he took that in stride towards the end of the year, and set a good example for the other kids.
And I just got done interviewing Coach Hawkins over at Heritage Hills, and Heritage Hills, Tell City, Prairie Central, Forest Park, those are our 4 coaches shows this year,
yeah.
And all teams have the same theme, a young team.
Yes, all of them. Perry included us, and then even the other teams in our sectional that aren't part of those 14. North Posey, Forest Park's young, obviously there. South Mitchell will be young next year, but they'll be good. Ty Brown's one of the best sophomores around. So, I think it's definitely a youth movement around here at all 4 schools, and we're happy to be a part of that. We feel like we're maybe the youngest of the bunch, and we're definitely hanging our hat on that, and we feel like we've gained deep experience, where a lot more deeper experience than most teams around us.
And why don't we go over the people you got coming back, and maybe just a couple words on what they need to work on over until next season, okay?
Yeah. So I think for us it's just game experience. We have a large June already scheduled for them. Well over, you get 10 competition days in that month. We're going to use as many as we can. We're going to go to as many things as we can. Set up a lot of different games with teams that we don't normally play. And I think that was key for us. We could sit here and play South Spencer, Forest Park, like Heritage Hills, just like you said. We could play those 4 local teams around us, but we ended up scheduling a lot of games with a lot of different schools that aren't really close to us. And, we're serving as a halfway point for them. More teams that are, going through the same things we're going through, young movements, trying to figure out where their teams fall in place. And, we have a team camp that we're looking to go to at Indiana State at the end of the month of June. All these things, the kids just have got to buy into it. That's what I've kind of stressed here at the end is that, who wants it? Who wants to take that step with us? Who's going to put in the work? Because ultimately we're watching other programs around us that have put in the work. And that's the teams that we're playing, teams that have already put in that work that at our level that we're at right now. and they're seeing it pay off for them. Are we going to do that for ourselves? So, the commitment is the big deal for them that they've got to work on. Obviously, defense and lateral movement. We have a big emphasis on strength training and agility training that they're going to be having all the opportunities to come in and work on over the summer in school with our advanced PE program. I mean, it's all there for them. Now it's on them to do it. And, we're giving them more opportunities than any grades and any sports have been given around here. And we're trying to change stuff along with the football program, basketball programs, baseball, soccer. All of our programs are trying to give more opportunities for kids to work. It's up to them whether they're going to do it.
Well, Coach, good luck this offseason.
Awesome. I appreciate you, and thanks for having me this year. It was a great experience to be on the show, and I think it's awesome what you guys are doing for all of our programs around here, promoting us and getting our word out, and it's always fun to just talk basketball.
You've been listening to the Greg Hollinden Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Most Grossman Communications. We'll see you next season.
It's time for the Trent Benningfield Show. Find out what is going on inside Tell City Baseball straight from the coach. Exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.